So recently, I was playing some 24-2 on a friend's stream, and I was thinking to myself, why do I find 24-2 fun? What does 24 ultimately lack that other Battlefield games have? Hell, other first shooters have. That also hit me. What 24-2 ultimately lacks are stakes. Just going quickly into our video to say, for enjoying my content, make sure to like and subscribe because that would be greatly appreciated. Now back directly to the scheduled program. Now I've been playing Battlefield since Battlefield 3, a starting point for many other fan series. When I first started, I was utter garbage at the game, but granted, I was like 8 or 9 at the time, so I hadn't had much experience with other shooters. But that's besides the point. Even me second in the game, I still had fun. Seeing myself at that state doing well was such an exhilarating experience. And being able to track my KD and where I was on the scoreboard was such an unrivaled experience. Now that I'm much older and much better shooters, I can kind of say it still hits just as hard getting top of the leaderboard to this day. Being able to see where you are at the leaderboard introduces a level of stake that really elevates the experience from just being a game of shooting other players to being a competition of who is the best player. 24-2's lack of stake is most important when you play Hash Zone. When you play a Battle Royale or Stretch Royale, you expect to be a level of stakes that gets you hooked on the experience. 24-2 really does not have this. Now right now this game I've been playing a lot, and I feel like looking at this game can really show you how you can build stakes even though the game does not have PvP. However or not creates tension is that you don't know what's going to come next. Is there going to be a guy on Pandora? Is that guy going to pull a weapon? Can I react fast enough to save my teammates? These are all ways the games can create tension. Now Hazard Zone doesn't have this. One of this game doesn't really incentivize you to fight other players. Because why would you fight other players so you can just extract with the hard drives? There really is never a reason to tackle players unless provoked. 2, the fact that it's only 2 extraction removes a lot of tension because it gives you more chances to escape. Finally, the most gravestone this game can really achieve is that there's not really any cost for losing the game. You don't lose anything for dying. In Tarkov, if you die, you lose all the gear you just looted and all the gear you brought, so there really is the stakes for you to stay alive. Look at 24-2. When you lose your streak, you don't really lose anything, so there's no reason for you to stay alive and really commit to staying in the game. Let this sink in. You lose nothing from playing the game. You gain nothing from playing the game. This is really a fundamental failure of game design that I don't know how DICE fundamentally overlooked. Maybe they're going to add something up there or not. As the current state, there's no stakes in Hazard Zone. There's no reason to stay alive. There's no reason to play the game. And I feel like that really needs to be changed. Now, I'm never one to criticize a game without offering any solutions. So I've come up with some solutions how DICE can really face this problem. For core, there's really just one simple thing that I honestly can't believe the game launched without. Just add back the scoreboard and stats page. It's really the easiest way they can improve the gameplay experience. There's really no reason not to. The fans have been constantly requesting it. It is literally just a matter of pulling all of the data you have for your matches and put it into a board. That's all that you have to do. And now for Hazard Zone, which is a bit more complicated, I kept up some bullet points to really drive in how they can change the game. Bullet point 1. Make so the only way to get gadgets, weapons, and other gears to play the game and escape with said gear. They could add gears throughout the map so you have to loot. This 1 creates time that you are vulnerable, which helps you feel tension. And 2, this makes it so you want to stay alive and extract with your gear. Bullet point 2. Instead of buying weapons with the points you get, make it so the points you get for escaping can be used to buy cosmetics, which is something players actually want and people actually care about. This is just a simple change that I don't know why they did not launch the game like this. Bullet point 3. Remove the secondary escape. This removes tension and it's really not needed. Give more points for players who kill players holding hard drives to incentivize people to fight each other. This creates more stakes, creates more tension, and gets players at each other's throats, which is very good for a Battle Royale experience because you want players fighting each other for the game to feel intense and fun. And finally, the one I honestly can believe they actually launched the game without, add dedicated maps. The current maps were not designed for Hazard Zone, and it's very apparent because the gameplay on the flow of the maps suck for Hazard Zone. Having dedicated maps will make the game so much more fun, and have so much better gameplay. So guys, the next couple of seasons, you could spend that time developing specific maps for Hazard Zone. I know this is unlikely at this current state, but just the hope. Please, DICE. These are all things I feel like could really improve the game. I hope DICE can really turn on this game too. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel if DICE doesn't turn around this game. This channel is heavily dependent on Battlefield, and I really hope DICE turn around because it's both in my interest and in DICE's interest to turn around this game. So with that being said, guys, for enjoying my content, make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and join the Discord. Always in the description down below. And I'm the Fierce WC, and peace.